Natasha, and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are going to be playing with makeup. I know my hair looks a little crazy, but I feel like it goes with the shirt, you know, and the look. So I was like, why even bother to fix this? Like, I tried that Sol de Janeiro like shampoo. I got samples of that. Let me tell you, it smells. My hair, I love it so much. I'm like, Sephora VIB sale, I will be buying the shampoo and conditioner. I love it when my hair smells good. And I'm just like, oh, it's so nice. I don't know what it is, but it like picks me right up. So anyways, we're going to be playing with the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 palette, as well as some other new releases. So we're just going to get ready and play with new stuff today. So kick back, relax. We're going to have a chat about some stuff. And let's go ahead and get to this video. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. I do upload here at least 3 to 4 times a week. And you know, why not? Just do it. So let's go ahead and get in. All right, so here is the beautiful packaging of the box. It's like really pretty and marbled. I really like the packaging of this one. I will say I did order this from Sephora, even though I was like, oh, the color story looks so nice, but I've only tried the Lemonade palette, and that's when they had to like resend it out because one of the shades just was not working. And so I was a little bit like, I haven't bought anything from Dominique Cosmetics since then. So I'm really excited to try this one though. I felt like it looked like a really good everyday-ish palette, but like my colors. Like I love mint, I love rose gold, I love browns. So I was like, this is good. But the marbling of the nice like palette, I really like the design of this. And I really want to smell the palette. It's supposed to smell like mocha. Oh. So it comes with a little protector, and then it's really cute. The mirror says, every day is a fresh start. So this is what the inside looks like. I can smell a little bit of mocha. Not overly though, so I don't mind it. But it's not something I'm going to smell the rest of the time, you know? But it is really pretty. I always crack up though because people, like I always look at trend moods and people are always like, oh, it bothers me when palettes aren't even. And I feel like this is even, but like you can definitely tell like the DC doesn't line up perfectly across. Like this one's a little tilted. It does not bother me at all. I'm just saying. But I was like, what are people talking about? And I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about. Okay. So let's just swatch. There's not a whole lot of metallics. You only get 3. So let's go ahead and swatch them and see what we get here. But I'm going to give this palette like a fair shake, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm hoping it is amazing because the colors look really pretty. So there are the metallic shades. I've mentioned this before, I'm not a huge fan of toppers. I mostly got this palette for the mattes, but you could tell like this one isn't the most intense, this top one, which is the shade I was most excited for in terms of the metallics, which is Frappe. So I'm going to start with the Café con Leche shade. So I'm going to just set it. It's just the light pink shade. I did go ahead and prime my lids. I'm not setting the whole lid, just the upper part, just to see if it shows up. That's the only thing is I feel like sometimes, like I like the creamy white shades. I'm going to dip into Frothy now and give my brow bone more of a highlight. But I mean, that shade is not, the Café con Leche is just not going to show up on my skin tone. So there's that. But let's go ahead. Oh, which one do I want to play with first? I think let's go in with Blonde Roast, which is the yellowy shade. And let's just start blending that through the crease. I went ahead, I was like, I didn't know how much fallout it was going to have, so it's like I'll do my foundation after. Let me zoom you guys in here. How have you guys been? Nick my husband's on his way to Flagstaff for the weekend, so I get to have a nice weekend alone. I'm so excited. I'm just like a lone creature. Like if I don't have my time, I get very, very aggressive. like I'm just like, I need to be alone for a little bit. So I'm really excited, and I need to clean. So that's gonna be my weekend task of like drinking wine and cleaning. Not a lot of wine. I get drunk off of like a glass and a half, so I'm going to be doing that, but yeah, I'm like trying to buy all these organizers and figure out what I want to do. but hopefully I can figure out something because I'm just like, I need organization in my life. So the shade is definitely a building shade. I like it though. It's not quite like a caramel shade. It's not yellow. I like it. I love all the names of this palette. You guys know I love coffee. Like, I love coffee. Okay, so this is kind of why I wanted the palette, because I feel like I could do this and like just have a one eyeshadow in the crease type look like easily with so many of these shades. So I know that in those terms, like that's why I wanted this palette, because I can get used to it. Like I can get a lot of use in terms of like what I want to do. Let's dunk in with Coffee Beans, which is this shade here. So I think the Cafecito shade right here is more of like a satin, so I would rather go in with the matte, but I don't know. Actually, let's go in with the Cafecito shade because it's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more on the reddish brown side. I'm just gonna pick up the same, on the same exact brush. But, so, I don't know about you guys, but like when I did my Tati Blendiful like initial review, and I didn't necessarily love it for foundation. You guys have seen me use it in videos after that because I wanted to make sure I got good use out of it, and I was like, I'll do another updated video once Tati uploads, you know? But she took a long time to do it, and now I am Blendiful'd out. Like I'm kind of just like at that point where I'm like, I don't care anymore about this puff that's creating so much drama on my channel, and just, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. And then I'm not gonna lie, like I know that Tati has a lot going on. Okay, I would never, I really enjoy Tati's channel. I look up to her work ethic. But I don't know, like I watched that video this week and I just felt a little like, I hate it when they do the whole like, let me show you clips of people that love this product. And I'm like, well, yeah, those people love all your products, which isn't saying like anything. I'm just, I think the part that got to me though was she's like, I didn't feel like I needed to do another video because it's so intuitive. And then when she played those people saying it, I was like, so I'm not intuitive. That's what you're saying. Like it just made me feel like she's pretty much like, if you can't figure it out, like, you must be doing something wrong, you know? And so I'm just like, okay, well then I guess I should have just said I don't like it for those things, which I did say in a future video, but I don't know if I'm really not that sensitive about it. I just don't care about it anymore. Like I'm just like, oh, okay then, because I didn't want to say anything bad about it, and I was like, oh, she'll probably have some new, you know, some tips and whatever about how to use it a little bit better, because it wasn't working out for me in terms of like foundation that I wanted it to. But it kind of, I got like so turned off after that I was like, I didn't even watch the rest of the video. I was just kind of like, okay, well, we're done. Like, I don't know. I'm still going to support her and watch her, and I'm sure if, you know, if her future stuff interests me, I will buy it, but I didn't love that. It came off very defensive and very much like, and I was like, I'm like, kind of made me feel dumb. So, and I was just more trying not to give it, you know, be too tough on it or give it a harsh review. So, whatever. Okay, I'm really, really liking these brown tones a lot. I am going to go ahead and take Coffee Bean. This is why I love Sonia G brushes. I can almost get like a full eye look just using one brush. This is the Builder Pro, I believe. Yes, Blender Pro. Just to deepen that a little bit. I am probably going to have to go back in with the yellow at the top just because I feel like, you know, it's kind of, like I want it to be a little bit more intense than that. But let's go ahead and move to the lid. I'm going to try to pick up this Frappe shade with my finger and see how that goes. But I feel like it's going to be more of a topper shade. The glitter in it, though, is really, really pretty. But I also know that some people are, I don't know, I got freaked out after, like, the Temptalia said she had to go to the hospital because of a glitter palette. And I was just like, oh, I don't think it was one of these ones. I actually think it was, like, one of the Fenty Snap Shadows. But that's very pretty on its own. It's not very intense, but it is pretty. Let's try with a wet brush. Okay, definitely much, much better. it really intensified that shade. I was like, oh, I hope it's not just a topper. I'm gonna take it up. That way it looks better on my creases. Oh, I actually really like that shade now. Okay, I'm much happier. It's gone good. I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that yellow. And I'm just putting like the lightest bit of pressure on my brush. And then I'm also going to put in a little bit of frothy. All right, I am going to finish off this eye and then we will do the rest together. Okay, I'm testing out a foundation, so I did that in between. But I am going to take this Halo e.l.f. setting powder. I have the shade Dark, and I'm just going to go along the perimeters of my face with it rather than, like, I'm going to go over it with a bronzer, but I'm trying to cut down the amount of powder, and I just feel like this gives it a nice base. Like sometimes if I want really light coverage, I will just go in with a setting powder instead of an actual bronzer. I'm like thinking about shows I want to watch on Netflix, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch Cheer. Like, I want to watch something that I just don't care about and can relax to. We've been watching The Outsider on HBO. It's not really a lot of shows that like we're super into at the moment. So, I don't know. I know, first world problems, okay. We did watch AJ and the Queen though, and that was really cute. I watched that with my sister when she was here. All right, I'm gonna take my Hoola Benefit bronzer. I love this bronzer. I like feel like this is a bronzer that I'm actually going to hit pan on, but definitely one of my favorites. I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit. I mean, this is a big brush, but it is pointed at the top. This is another Sonia G brush. I cannot get enough of these. But I feel like with this look, I need to be nicely bronzed. Anytime I'm wearing like a cheetah top, for some reason, I'm like heavy bronzer. Like, I need to be bronzed. Ooh, it is cold here this week. I mean, I know. Not as cold as what some of you guys experience, but man, my mood changed when it's cold. Like, I was in such a bad mood. Like, I was just like, don't talk to me today. It's cold. All right, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic, the Climax blush. So, the nipple. And I really want to try, you guys use her contour ones and her highlighting ones. Like, I watched a video with Jessica Braun and I'm like, it's always a product I want to try, but I've never like committed to. So I really want to try them out. Just the tiniest bit of blush, because you guys know I am not a blush person. Oh, I was looking at the new Dior blushes and that peachy one, I want it. But I'm like, do I really, $37? And I don't know, like some people love the packaging of the Dior, like the clear. To me, I don't feel like it's $37 packaging. I don't know what it is. So I feel like on my eyes, I do like the way that this looks, but I feel like it could be more intense. Like, not more intense, but just, I just feel like something's missing. So I'm going to take this Artist Couture in Spotlight Glitz. Whenever I want just like a little bit more of like an oomph, I just take a little bit on my finger and pop it into the center. Hopefully you guys can see that like on camera, but I love these just to create a little bit more lightness and sparkliness. What I don't love about these things is doing this whole part. Like, I'm just like, so I didn't use a liner. I just went in with Cafecito and just kind of smudged it, and it worked perfectly for that. So for the lower lash line, we're gonna go back in with Cafecito. I'm like, I should say Cafecito, but I'm like, is it? But I feel like the way people pronounce this, cafe? I don't know. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, do I sound weird saying it? I don't know. Like, my natural thing is to say cafe, not cafe. All right, and then on a tiny brush, I'm going to just smoke out the Blonde Roast. Oh, part of me is like, it's already February, and then the other part of me is like, I'm going to Hawaii in April, so I'm just like, I I'm excited for all the time to go by right now. I got a lot of questions about me saying that I'm almost 30 as if it was a bad thing. Term-wise, like, I don't, it's not like I'm scared I'm gonna, like, shrivel up and, like, turn to dust when I hit 30. Oh, maybe a little. Maybe a little. But it's more so because that's when we decided to start trying for kids. And I'm nervous about a lot of things. I don't know. I have a lot of insecurities when it comes to all of that. So not so much insecurities, just worries, I guess I would say. And I don't know, it's just a whole other chapter of life that I'm just like, I still find myself saying things like in my head, like, I'm going to do this when I grow up. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm grown up, you know? And I'm like, I'm too young to have kids. And then I'm like, I guess I'm not too young to have kids. Like, I just feel like I'm still at the, I'm like I feel like I'm playing adult right now, you know? Like, I'm just like, what happened? Why do I not feel the way I should feel, I guess? I don't know. I don't know if that sounds weird or makes any sense, but yeah. But I feel like a lot of people were like, 30's not bad. And I'm like, I'm not. Like, they were more concerned that I was talking about the way I look. I'm not too concerned. I'll wear a lot of sunscreen, guys. A lot of sunscreen. Okay, so I'm liking the way this turned out. I'm going to go in with Frothy. Might go in with an actual highlighting shade, though. I don't really like a matte shade for that inner corner. That's just personal preference, though. I usually like something a little bit brighter. I'm going to use this Farsali Mist. I haven't done my mascara yet, so that's good. And then let's go in. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona, the Love Glow palette. And I'm just going to go in with the Glow Impact Powder. So this one right here. I really need to organize my makeup this weekend, too. I don't know if I'm going to get to that. I'm overwhelmed. But I also am like, I just find myself getting mad at myself every time I go through my makeup collection, where I'm just like, why did I buy this? What was I thinking? I need to use this. But yeah, are you guys doing anything? Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day? I told Nick, like, I would rather just pay for, like, experiences that we're going to have on our trip more than, like, have anything right now. I'm a huge Bill Maher fan. I know I'm bringing up politics. Whew. But he is coming here, and I really, really wanted to buy tickets and see him, so that was going to be what I was going to do for Valentine's Day. But it was, like, it's $100 for the cheapest ticket. And I'm like, never mind, I can't afford that. So there went that. I'm really sad about it. Really sad. Okay, I cannot believe I just did that. Stop it. Alright, I'm gonna use this Patrick Ta lip liner. This is the shade, She's Something. She's Proud. I will say with this palette, what I did realize, like, once I was done, I like the palette, but if you have a lot of, like, dry patches, it's definitely, the formula definitely sticks. I feel like I needed to try, like, everyone raves about her original palette, but I've never tried it. Okay, I did pick up some Holly Boone, and let me tell you, my little package, I mean, I didn't have patience to not unwrap it on camera, but it came with, like, a cute little bow, very pink and girly. I really like this, like, packaging. It's a frosted bottle. Holly Boone, you know, if you guys don't know her, she is a YouTuber. So, yeah, this is the shade Obsessed. My one thing is like, it has the shade on the bottom, which I appreciate, but I got a few liquid lipsticks, and then I also got some lip glosses, and I can't figure out anywhere on the packaging where it tells me, like, that if it's a liquid lipstick or a gloss. Like, the packaging is the same. So, I'm hoping that this is the lipstick. Even though I haven't worn, I don't even remember what they're called. I haven't worn a matte liquid lipstick in a while, so I guess we'll see if it dries down. But I actually really like that color. I feel like it goes perfectly with this look. And the formula is nice. I like the formula. I don't have any complaints. But yeah, I just thought I would mention. And I'm going to take the shade Living, which is a really, really pretty pink. And I'm just going to pop that in the center. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I actually really love the way that this came out. I know it's not like anything crazy, but I feel like it's a very summer look. Like I feel very bronzy, glowy. I really like it. So yeah, that's about it. I'm like, I just really like my look. But I will say, like, the palette, I'm going to have to play with it around a little bit more to give you guys, like, my final thoughts. First impressions, I mean, I like the palette. I do wish that she didn't put in, like, the Café con Leche or the Frothy shade. Just because, not that I could have done with one. Like, not that she should have taken out both, but I could have done with one. Like, I feel like she's always like, oh, you could use it to set areas of the face, but I don't know about that. And you can also use the Strawberry Milk as a blush, which I could see myself doing that, but I don't know if I would put any of these under my eyes. Like, I don't feel like Frothy's going to be too white, and then I don't think that this is going to do much for me. So that's my only things. I actually prefer, like I said, I do think that if you, not that they're patchy mattes, but like if you have dry areas on your lids, it's definitely going to stick to that. Not that most eyeshadows weren't, but some definitely do over others. So just keep that in mind. I'm like, ooh, I made my lips very big today. But the Natasha Denona Love Glow palette, as you can see, like I really like just the plain gold highlight in this palette as well as the pinkish ones. And then, yeah, lips. I really like this combination on my lips. It does feel weird, and I got some on my teeth. Attractive. Great. So, okay, came off. But I really like this combination. It does feel different. I haven't worn liquid lipsticks in such a long time that I'm like, it doesn't feel overly drying or anything like that, but just definitely it's a different texture, you know? And not one that I'm like, I wish we'd go back. So I'm hoping that she'll come out with normal lipsticks in the future, but this is still comfortable enough to where I could wear it. You know, it's not like I'm like, oh, get it off kind of thing. So I'm pretty much enjoying everything that I use today. I don't have any negatives, but like I said, I'm going to have to use the palette more to give you guys my final thoughts. I cannot wait to use these two shades, so I might actually do another Get Ready With Me in the next few days because look, like I'm really enjoying these colors. So I'm interested to see how these blend on the eye, especially this matcha shade. Like Blinded Rose definitely looks very yellow in the pan, but you guys saw like on my lids, it does kind of remind me of the Lemonade palette because of those mango-y tones in there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Like I said, I know this isn't going to be for everybody, or it may not be the most exciting thing, but I'm happy to have it in my collection. I really like the way that this palette is. Like I really like the packaging of the palette, and yeah, we'll see. I'll update you guys, you know? But that is it from me. Please let me know what you guys want to see next, what you guys are interested in, all that good stuff. I'm just going to make my hair bigger as we go on here. Okay, it like fluffs out the more I do this. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.